Check, check. Over.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? So it's Keith here again, back at Coding Blind Tech, and in this video, we are going to take a look at Insomnia. More specifically, we're going to see how to install it, and then I'm going to provide the documentation for you to kind of get started reading about it. And then in the next video, we are actually going to take a look at how to send our first request. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. The first thing we're going to do is I've got a file up here. It has a little bit of an overview of Insomnia and what it is. So again, it's going to be a tool that you would use to test APIs. So if you're a back-end developer or a full stack developer, sometimes even a front-end developer would use this tool to create API request to their API and be able to test it without actually having to have a front end application already built in order to test it from there. So again, what we're going to do is I'm going to let the NVDA screen reader from NV Access read the general overview. And then what I'm going to do is take you to the documentation page where we go into the first step, which is to actually install Insomnia. All right, so I'm going to let the screen reader read this here. The speech is not very fast, and it should take about a minute. So
Insomnia is a
here we go.
Insomnia is a popular open source tool designed to simplify the process of making API calls and testing REST, GraphQL, and other HTTP requests. It is commonly used by developers and API consumers to interact with APIs, inspect responses, and debug API-related issues. Insomnia is available as a desktop application and offers various features that facilitate API testing and development. Here take an overview of some key features of Insomnia: 1. Workspace organization: Insomnia allows users to organize API requests into workspaces, making it easier to manage multiple APIs or different environments. 2. Request building: It offers an intuitive interface for creating and structuring HTTP requests. Users can define request headers, query parameters, request body left paren, e.g, JSON, or form data right paren, authentication settings, and more. 3. Response visualization: Insomnia presents API responses in a readable format, making it easier to understand the data returned from the server. 4. Request collections: Users can group related API requests into collections, enabling better organization and sharing among team members. 5. Environment variables: Insomnia supports environment variables, allowing users to create dynamic requests that depend on predefined variables. 6. Request chaining: The tool enables the creation of request chains, where the output of one request can be used as the input for another, useful for testing APIs with sequential dependencies. 7. Authentication support: Insomnia supports various authentication methods, such as basic, OAuth 1.0, OAuth 2.0, and API key, to help users authenticate with APIs. 8. Import/export: Users can import and export requests, collections, and environments in various formats, making it convenient for collaboration and version control. 9. Plugins and extensions: Insomnia provides a plugin system that allows users to extend its functionality with custom integrations and features. Link to download.
Okay. So I know I let the screen reader read that all aloud, but that's just because to give you a general overview. I will also put that in the description of this video. And then also to note that all of those, so there was 9 list items there, all of which we will be exploring as we go throughout the next few videos of this series to go in depth with Insomnia on how to use it. So, especially especially around like the request chaining. For example, you might send out an API request to log in. After you log in, you'll receive a token, and that token will need to be inside of the request the auth part of the request in order for you to make sequential requests. So, all right. So we're going to navigate to the documentation page now. I have the link down here at the bottom of this document, and I will also provide it in the description. Now, I already have the page open, so we're just going to Alt-Tab over.
OBS 29 points. Coding blind tech 8. Videos row 2 Insomnia docs brave column 2 5 of 10.
Okay, Insomnia docs. Now I'm going to go to the top of the page with Control Home.
Out of list.
And then we're going to navigate by headings with H.
Welcome to Insomnia docs heading level 1.
So welcome to Insomnia docs. Now from here, I'm going to press the K key as in kilo to get to the links.
List with 3 items. List with 5 items. Install Insomnia visited link.
So install Insomnia. I'm going to press enter on this.
Download Insomnia.
All right, so this page is going to load. I'm going to go to the top of the page with Control Home,
Clickable link graphic Insomnia.
and then we're going to press H by to go by
Download
headings.
Insomnia heading level 1.
All right, download Insomnia is the first one. I'm going to down arrow from here.
Start building, designing.
And just to mention, I am on a Windows machine. They also have this for Mac as well. So I'm going to down arrow again.
CI/CD pipelines. Link download Insomnia for Windows.
All right, download Insomnia for Windows. That's the link we're on now. So I'm going to press enter on this.
Save as dialog.
All right, I'm in Brave web browser, and I get a save as dialog. It's going to save it in my downloads, so I'm just going to press Alt S to do the default.
Download Insomnia Brave.
Okay, so now I'm going to hold down the Windows key, press R.
Run dialog.
That's going to open up my run dialog. I'm just going to type all lowercase, no spaces, downloads.
Tech folder view list. Downloads.
So downloads. It's going to open my
Downloads tab select.
downloads.
Yesterday. Today grouping expanded. Unconfirmed 106,000.
All right, so that's still downloading.
Today grouping expand. Unconfirmed 106,891. Download Insomnia document by downloading and using link download Insomnia for Windows. Downloads. Today grouping expand. Unconfirmed 106,891. Download 1 of 4. Items view list.
There we
Selected.
go.
End the line 2020. Yesterday grouping expand. Today grouping expanded. Insomnia. Last. Today grouping expand. Yesterday grouping expanded. Today grouping expanded. Insomnia.core-2020.
Insomnia.core. Okay, and I'm going to let it read the whole name so you can hear it.
Insomnia.core-2023.4.0.exe 1 of 4.
There we go. So I'm going to press enter on this.
Window dialog. Downloads. Items view list. Today grouping expanded. Insomnia.core-20.
Give it a second.
Installing ...
There
Window.
we go. So that it just focused my screen. So we're going to read what we have on the page with NVDA modifier key plus B as in Bravo.
Downloads. Unknown.
All right, so it said downloads.
Status bar.
Oh, and you heard a few noises there. So I've got the beta version of NVDA installed, and when I installed it, it came with some new sound effects. So, all right, we're gonna look and see what our title is.
Downloads.
Downloads. We're gonna Alt Tab.
Download Insomnia Brave.
And then we're gonna Alt Tab back.
Downloads. Overview.txt.
We're gonna try to find it.
OBS 2 coding.
So I'm just Alt Tabbing through my task items.
Videos column 36 of 11. Insomnia with a screen. Mingo 64. K Blackwelder at sign in bar linked in. Insomnia column 411 of 11. Downloads row 1. Download Insomnia. Overview.txt. OBS. Coding videos column. Insomnia with Mingo 64. Insomnia with a screen. K Blackwelder. Sign in bar. Insomnia column 411 of 11.
All right. So as soon as I already have it installed, and I see now that once we hit that executable, there was no options for us to configure at that moment. So it just went ahead and installed it and opened it for us.
Clickable HTTP : Insomnia.
So I just focused on it, and now
navigation landmark list with button.
We're actually inside of it. So the install is super simple, and if I find anything different about how easy the install is, I will let you know. Please let me know if you have any trouble in the comments below. If you do, I will make sure to get back to you as soon as possible to get it solved. In the next video, we will be taking a look at a few things you want to know whenever using Insomnia with a screen reader. It's accessible, but it's not fully labeled. So there's going to be some things that I'll have to let you know what they are. Also, the way you interact with items can be a little different as well. So we will be going through that as well. So in the next video, again, we'll be sending out our first request and learning a little bit about the key commands we can use. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Thanks.
Downloads row. Download overview. OBS 2 coding.